Picture this: a young man, a young lady, and a chance encounter. The stage is set, folks, for a tale as old as time, but with a twist that's as fresh as the morning dew on a spring tulip. Our young man, let's call him Bob, is a bundle of nerves, sweaty palms, heart racing like a greyhound on a racetrack, and a tongue that feels like it's been replaced with a slice of dry toast. He's got the charm of a 3-day-old sandwich and the grace of a newborn giraffe. But hey, who's judging? Across the street, he spots the young lady. Now she's a sight to behold. Let's call her Rose. She's as nonchalant as a cat lounging in the sun, exuding an air of confidence that could make a peacock blush. With her dazzling smile and the wind playing with her hair, she's the epitome of grace and poise. Bob's eyes are glued to Rose, and his mind is a whirlpool of thoughts. Should I talk to her? What if she laughs at me? What if I trip and fall flat on my face? What if... A million what-ifs swirl around in his head, each more terrifying than the last. But wait, amidst the storm in his mind, Bob spots a glimmer of hope. He remembers his grandma's advice: when in doubt, just be yourself. With newfound determination, he takes a deep breath, squares his shoulders, and starts to cross the street. But alas, the universe doesn't seem to be on Bob's side today. A cyclist whizzes past him, causing him to jump back onto the sidewalk. A flock of pigeons takes flight, leaving him in a cloud of feathers. A gust of wind blows his hat off, and it lands in a nearby puddle. But Bob is undeterred. He picks up his soggy hat, dusts off the feathers, and resumes his journey. Each step towards Rose feels like a victory. And then, as if struck by divine inspiration, the man opens his mouth to speak. The man stammers, "My dear, you are, like a fresh red rose." Now picture this, a guy comparing a woman to a flower. Not just any flower, but a red rose. It's like he's pulled a classic line from a cheesy romance novel and decided to run with it. I mean, the sheer audacity. He's not just saying she's pretty, no, he's implying she's a rose. The epitome of beauty, the symbol of love. But here's the kicker, it's a fresh rose. Not a wilting one, not a dried one, but a fresh rose. It's as if he's stumbled upon the only simile in the world, and he's clinging onto it for dear life. And you can almost hear the gears turning in his head, working overtime to come up with this gem of a compliment. "A rose?" the woman repeats, eyebrow raised. Not deterred by her skepticism, the man persists. "You look like a woman from another planet. Nobody is like you on this planet Earth." In the grand scheme of astronomical odds, our man has decided that this woman is not just a rare gem, but a celestial body, a sparkling star from a galaxy far, far away. His words tumble out, like a clumsy astronaut tripping over moon rocks. "You're an intergalactic beauty, a Martian Mona Lisa, a Venusian Venus de Milo." The woman raises an eyebrow, her face a perfect picture of bemusement. She's heard some lines in her time, but this is the first time she's been compared to an extraterrestrial entity. "So I'm an alien?" she quips, her eyes twinkling with amusement. He backpedals. "No, not like that. I mean, you're out of this world, like literally. Your beauty is ... it, quote S ... it, quote S extraterrestrial." He's in deep now, stuck in the cosmic quicksand of his own making. "And here I thought I was just a human," she retorts, her smile lighting up the room like a supernova. Her wit is as sharp as a shooting star, and he's left floundering, trying to recover from the astral anomaly of his own words. Without missing a beat, she adds, "I assume you mean that as a compliment?" Her tone is teasing, her eyes are laughing. She's having fun, playing along with his interstellar infatuation. He stammers, Yes, of course. You're like a nebula, radiant, mysterious, full of stars." He's grasping at straws now, pulling celestial bodies out of the cosmic hat. She chuckles, shaking her head at his desperate attempts to salvage the situation. "Well, I've never been compared to a nebula before," she says, her voice filled with laughter. And so, our man's attempt to woo this earthbound woman with his out-of-this-world compliments takes a hilarious turn. His words, like wayward satellites, miss their mark, but make for a comical conversation that's truly out of this world. "Another planet, huh?" the woman says, smirking. The man, inspired, continues, You have dazzling diva hair bundles, silky and shining long bright hair. Our smitten hero, reveling in his newfound eloquence, dives headfirst into a sea of hair-based adoration. Your tresses, he declares, are like the golden threads of a royal tapestry, woven by the very angels of beauty themselves. He's on a roll now, folks. Each strand, he continues, is a testament to the luminous glow of 1,000 suns, a cascade of silk flowing like a waterfall of pure radiance. He takes a breath, his eyes wide with the sheer intensity of his own metaphor. They're the embodiment of all things soft and lustrous, a beacon of elegance in a world of drab ponytails and uninspired bobs. But it seems Our Lady has a sense of humor to match her heavenly hair. She raises an eyebrow, a playful smile on her lips. "You should write shampoo commercials," the woman quips. Unfazed, the man tells her, "You have gorgeous eyes. They are rare, beautify eyes." With the confidence of a man who has just discovered the lost city of Atlantis, our hero launches into a soliloquy about her eyes. Now you may be wondering, what in the world are rare, beautify eyes? Your guess is as good as mine. But in our man's universe, these are the highest form of ocular compliment one can bestow. He proceeds to paint a picture of these eyes. They're like twin galaxies, swirling with cosmic mystery. They're like two precious gemstones, cut by the universe's most skilled jeweler. They're like really good eyes, okay? But wait, there's more. He tells her that her eyes are not just beautiful, they're rare. Now, how does one quantify the rarity of beauty in eyes? Is there a scale, a grading system? Does the International Gemological Institute have a division for eyes? We may never know. Despite the mystery, our man seems to think he's cracked the code. He's found the hope diamond in the rough. He's discovered the holy grail of ocular beauty. And the woman? She's just standing there, blinking those rare beautify eyes at him, probably wondering if she should be flattered or dialing for a cab. She's amused, yes, but also a bit perplexed. It's not every day that someone compares your eyes to interstellar phenomena and priceless gemstones. But our man, oh, he doesn't stop. He's on a roll. He's in the groove. He's found his rhythm, and he's not about to let it go. He's got more compliments in his arsenal, ready to fire at a moment's notice. "Rare beautify eyes," the woman laughs. "You're really reaching now." But little does she know, our man is just getting started. Stay tuned for more outlandish compliments and bewildered reactions. He persists. "Your body is so young and fresh, slim, silky and slippery, smells like jasmine." Our young man continues his enthusiastic compliments, this time turning his attention to the young lady's physique. His words tumble out like a waterfall, each phrase more extravagant than the last. "Your body," he exclaims, "is a marvel of nature. It's as if Mother Earth herself chiseled you from her finest materials." He paints a vivid image, his hands moving as if he's shaping the air around him into her silhouette. "You're slim but not fragile," he says, "like a reed that bends in the wind but never breaks." His voice dips, becoming almost reverent as he adds, "and so silky, like a river under the moonlight." There's a pause, a moment where he seems to be searching for the right words. "And slippery," he finally says. The word hangs in the air, an unexpected addition to his poetic monologue. "Yes, slippery," he repeats as if to convince himself, "like a well-oiled machine running smoothly without a hitch." The woman raises an eyebrow, a smirk tugging at the corner of her lips, but he doesn't seem to notice, caught up in his own world of metaphors and similes. "Your skin," he continues, "is like the finest silk, smooth and cool to the touch. And your scent," he sighs, closing his eyes as if he could smell her fragrance right then and there. "Like jasmine on a warm summer's night, sweet, intoxicating, utterly enchanting." He finishes his soliloquy with a flourish, a satisfied smile on his face. He's poured out his heart, laid his admiration bare for all to see. But the woman is silent, her expression unreadable. Finally, she breaks the silence. "Slippery," the woman repeats incredulously. The man, desperate, blurts out, "If I got money, I would buy you a brand new Jag." And just like that, we've reached peak flattery, folks. Suddenly this isn't just a casual chat-up, it's a high-stakes auction, and the man's bid? A brand spanking new Jag. Because nothing says I'm into you like the promise of a luxury car, am I right? Now let's take a moment to appreciate the sheer audacity of this claim. I mean, we're talking about a Jag here, not some run-of-the-mill sedan. This is a car that screams, "I've made it." It's the vehicular equivalent of a peacock flaunting its feathers, a lion roaring its dominance. Well, you get the idea. But here's the kicker. The man doesn't say he has money. He says if he got money. It's a hypothetical luxury car, a theoretical Jag. It's like promising someone a tour of the moon or a pet unicorn. It's so outlandishly extravagant it's almost poetic. And yet there's something oddly charming about it, isn't there? It's as if the man, in his desperation, has thrown caution to the wind and decided to shoot for the stars, or in this case the moon, or a pet unicorn, or a Jag. You have to admire the ambition, if not the execution. This isn't just an extravagant promise, it's a testament to the lengths we humans will go to impress someone we fancy. It's a declaration of intent, a pledge of devotion, well, it's a bit much, isn't it? And as for the woman, what does she make of all this? Well, she takes it in stride, of course. After all, she's been compared to a rose, an alien, and a dazzling diva. A Jag seems like the next logical step. A Jag, huh? The woman says. You're really laying it on thick. In a last-ditch attempt, the man declares, "In my deep down heart, I want you to become my monthly Metro card." Now, we've all heard some pretty quirky pickup lines, but this one takes the cake, doesn't it? Picture this. A guy, trying his best to be Casanova, ends up sounding more like a lost tourist in the city of love. He starts off strong, comparing her to a fresh red rose, a woman from another planet, even promising her a brand new Jag if he had the money. But then, out of nowhere, he drops the Metro card bomb. It's like watching a gymnast stick the landing, only to trip over their own shoelaces moments later. But let's not be too quick to judge. Maybe there's a hidden charm to this Metro card metaphor. After all, he's not saying she's just any old Metro card. No, she's his monthly Metro card. The one he can't leave home without. The one that takes him to all his favorite places. The one he keeps safe in his wallet, right next to his heart. In his own peculiar way, he's trying to say that she's essential to his daily life, that he wants to share his journey with her every single day, that he's ready to swipe right, and I mean literally swipe right on a Metro gate, for her, over and over again. But alas, the path to true love is never easy, especially when you're navigating it with a Metro card. The woman, caught between surprise and amusement, can't help but laugh. This is definitely not the ride she'd expected when she boarded the love train today. And so she responds, "A Metro card?" the woman says, laughing. "Well, that's a new one." Yes, indeed, a new one in the annals of romantic proposals. But who knows? Maybe Metro card love will catch on. After all, they do say love is a journey, not a destination. The woman, still laughing, says, "I guess I should be flattered. After all, I'm a rose from another planet with rare beautify eyes, right?" She winks playfully, her dazzling diver hair shimmering in the sunlight as she repeats his words with a tone so full of jest, it's almost infectious. Her voice echoes his praises, each one funnier than the last, as she playfully adds, "And don't forget my young fresh body, so slim, silky and slippery it could rival a bar of soap. You'd think I was covered in jasmine petals." She giggles, her gorgeous eyes twinkling with amusement. "And that brand new Jag you promised? Well, I sure hope it comes with an extra set of tires." But the real kicker? In your heart, you want me to become your monthly Metro card. Now that's a line for the ages. And with a wink, she walks away, leaving the man and his extravagant praises behind.